welcome to my channel. It's Alyssa Kimber here with a new video. So today we're going to be doing this look for middle school. I know most of you guys already probably started school this year, but I know some of you guys are going to be bored watching YouTube and you're going to be looking for ideas. You're probably going to school, seeing all the other kids starting to wear makeup, and maybe you're like, oh, I want to wear makeup too. So here we are on this video. Yeah, so let's just jump into how I did this look, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button, you guys. I'm super stoked to do this video with you guys, and don't forget to leave a comment letting me know if you liked it. I will see you guys in the video. Hey guys, so starting off, I'm just going to take this e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer, and we're just going to put this all over the face just to prep. I would use moisturizer too if you have any. I actually don't have any right now. I'm out, so I need to go buy some more. But I would definitely start with moisturizer, whether you have oily or dry skin. A lot of times the reason that your skin gets oily is because it's trying to overcompensate for the lack of moisture in your skin. So it actually can help prevent oiliness if you use moisturizer, which might seem counterproductive, but it's really not at all. It's just going to be giving your skin what it's trying to make. So we're just going to put this e.l.f. primer all over, which is a really good drugstore primer, and then I put it on my lids as well. And then before we do anything makeup wise, I'm going to curl my lashes, which I didn't put my mirror out. Gonna need a mirror to do makeup. So I curl them at the, I curl them at the base of the lash, like as close to my eye as I can get. And then I go back in and I go about halfway and just curl the ends. Curled lashes make a huge difference. This eye versus this eye is like insane. So next I'm taking concealer. I know this is a high-end brand. I only have NARS right now, but you can use obviously any type of drugstore brand. And I'm just going to pop this under the eye just to brighten it and conceal some of my dark circles. Being in middle school, I would not recommend using foundation unless you're going to use like a tinted moisturizer if you feel like you really need it, or like BB cream or something, because that can make you break out so bad. And especially being in middle school, you have a lot of like hormones and stuff going on, so it's just not a good idea to be using foundation or anything super heavy on your skin. And if you do have a breakout or anything, I would just let your skin breathe as much as possible. I know it's gonna suck for a few days, you'll be broken out, but I really would try to refrain from using any makeup on it because it's just going to make you break out worse. And honestly, makeup only does so much for blemishes because it doesn't change the topography of your skin. Like, it's still gonna be bumpy and everything like that. You're just going to be concealing mainly the redness or the color, not so much the actual blemishes. So it's just really not worth it. But I'm just blending this out on all of my red and darker areas with a wet beauty sponge. Looking good so far. So if you want, you could go back in with a second layer. I mean, honestly, if you're not going to be using foundation, concealer under your eyes doesn't really do a lot just because you don't really get acne or anything under your eyes. That's like a very odd place to get blemishes, so it's really not a big deal if you use makeup there and just kind of try to conceal the darkness. I did around my nose too because I get a lot of redness there, and especially when you're like younger and hormonal, you definitely get redness in a lot of areas, so conceal where you feel is best for you. Next, I'm going to use my Anastasia palette, the Soft Glam. Honestly, you can use any type of color like this. I'm just going to go into this burnt orange shade, which is honestly mostly just a matte light brown color. You could use bronzer for this. You could use like anything basically. And I'm just going to blend this into my crease and a little onto my lid. This is just gonna give a little pop of color and make you look a little not so one-dimensional and just kind of like dead in the face, you know, that kind of like grayish look that you get, especially if you're just wearing like concealer, foundation, whatever. So that's all we're doing is just a matte brown shade. I could have used my Hoola bronzer too and that would have worked fine, but I didn't because I like this color. Okay, now for brows. This is a very optional thing for me. I have pretty thick brows. I don't really need to do them, but I know that a lot of people, especially in middle school and everything, they feel like brows kind of frame their face since they can't really do a lot of other heavy makeup. You kind of want to focus on the brows just to give yourself a polished look. So I'm going to go in to Rustic in my Soft Glam palette and take a little brush like this. I'm just going to outline very softly. And I do have the dip brow, but I think that is way too harsh for middle schoolers. Like this stuff, you see it's really popular on Instagram and YouTube, but I don't recommend it for 13, 14-year-olds. I mean, that's for if you're trying to look like you're 35, like me, because I look 12, so normally I need to make myself look my age. And I don't, so just add a little bit of a tail and then soften it up with a little spoolie. Basically, you just want to accentuate your own features. You're not trying to like make it look like you necessarily have makeup on. You just want to accentuate what's already there. So we're done with this. You can get way cheaper palettes, by the way. You really just need a matte brown, so you can use anything. You need like a lighter matte brown for your eyes and then a bit of a darker one, whatever's gonna match your eyebrows. Okay, so now you need blush. I'm just gonna use a cream blush, which this one's from Ulta, but I know there's like a really good one at the drugstore and I can't remember what the name of it is. I think it's Maybelline, but this is just gonna add a little bit of color to your face. Make you just look a little bit rosy. It's just really youthful to have some blush. It's like natural, you know. Okay, so next I'm going to take this Revlon Color Stay eyeliner, which this is again optional. I would say if you want to go a little bit on the heavier side with the makeup and you're allowed to from your parents, then use eyeliner. If you want, that's just if you want, totally optional. Or I would just skip straight to mascara if you don't. Yeah, totally up to you. But I'm gonna do a thin layer of the liner. And this is a very thin brush, so we can get very close to the lash line. Oh, and of course I mess up from the very beginning. Okay, so there's two ways to do this. You can either leave it like this and give yourself just a little bit of an eye lift. It does make your eyes look a little bit bigger to just leave your bottom lash alone and create fullness in the top with the liner or your eyeshadow or whatever you're doing. So you can either do that and leave it, or you can do the little cat eye look and just drag it out like the tiniest bit. You don't want to go ham. Like, I know you guys see these girls on Instagram doing like the full-on whatever, but trust me, you guys can do that in like 5 years from now. Don't do it in middle school. I promise. If you want to, you can clean it up a little bit. It doesn't really need it, but why not? Sure, there. So there she is. Just the tiniest little cat eye, and then I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Great Lash mascara, which is a drugstore one. It's like $2 or something, $3, and I'm going to just put it on. Wow, I love that this is for a middle school video and there's a million buses that keep passing. my freaking window and it's so loud. I feel like not enough people show middle schoolers how to do makeup. They just kind of let them have free reign and you're like, how do I do this? And if you guys are just starting out, like you literally own no makeup and you're trying to convince your parents to get you some, I would probably just start off with getting an eyelash curler and mascara. Like I feel like that's probably the most important thing. Unless, you know, you kind of feel like your skin's bad, then maybe concealer. It's just up to you. Everyone's different. And this really is the best mascara. I'm not just telling you guys to use this because it's cheap and something that like you or your parents can afford. Literally, this is like one of the all-time best mascaras I've ever used. So definitely recommend getting this. And then another drugstore product is going to be my Milani highlighter. So I'm going to take a little brush and just kind of put it right on the highlights of my face, down my nose a little bit. Definitely under the brow, for sure. Putting some there, yeah. You can put a little in your inner corner if you want. You can put a little right here if you want. And then I always take a bigger brush and just buff it out so it's not so extreme. So we're all done with our face makeup. If you guys want to, you can add a lipstick or a lip gloss. I would recommend a lip gloss, but I for some reason don't have any right now. So we're just gonna use some lipstick. And it's just a cream nudie color. And we're done. So that took no time at all. Very quick and easy. It just gives a very fresh look to your makeup and is gonna help you guys just kind of accentuate the features that you already have. And again, please, please, please just don't mask your like blemishes with products, okay? I promise you it's gonna make it worse, not better. Just let your skin air out for a few days. No one's gonna even realize like or remember next week that you even had acne or you had whatever going on. So yeah, just take care of yourself, drink lots of water, your skin will be good. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, you guys. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, so let's just try to get that number up, and I will see you guys in the next video.